Alright guys, how's it going? Phil Bailey of Modern Masterpiece, student at Academy of Art University. I'm going to just copy and paste the link onto the LOL. I'm so tired. So freaking tired. Alright guys, before we get started, a lot of you guys have seen my Instagram before. Definitely follow me on Instagram at Modern Masterpiece. And if you're on Twitter, I definitely recommend to tweet on Twitter. I started a new Twitter just for mostly architectural and personal needs. Here is my Instagram. Got the little bridge photo in the background of Portland, Oregon. I love it. I love it. Have the nice little classy photo with the bow tie. So yeah, if you guys are on Twitter, and if you guys tweet, sometime tweet me. Let me know what you guys are up to, what kind of projects you guys are working on. And yeah, so I just spent like 3 hours literally working on Adobe Illustrator, like literally working on figuring out, what to post, how to arrange everything. And you know what? It might not be perfect. This whole tutorial was just to show you guys what you can do with Illustrator, Photoshop, and Instagram. Most people, when they're looking at Instagram, they look at it as a let's post an image, let's do a bunch of hashtags, and then let's just post random stuff. Well, if you're a professional student, you might want to use your Instagram to be a mini portfolio, because at the end of the day, your portfolio, everything that you do, everything that you touch represents you, who you are. I spent 4 hours creating this abstract piece of art here that literally I can take these individual 6 squares, or this is how tired I am. I can take these individual 12 squares as a 6x6 on cardstock, and I can, put that into some kind of a nicely designed box. And in that box, I can take it with me to a interview with the job, and the job is going to say, Phil Bailey, why should I hire you as an architect student? Why should I hire you as an intern? And I can say, okay, well, I can show you my digital version of my portfolio on Instagram. I have a few topics that I can scroll to and show you. And then you can even whip out the cards right then and there and just say, yeah, this is what I have. I'm a tech guy. I'm passionate. I'm an artist. I love people. I love to show my sustainability. That's why the top half of this is all about sustainability. Literally, I could print out those top 6. They're all 1080p pixels, very high resolution. The bottom is more about just me and my personality. So depending on the interview you're going on, you might have these many different clips of your personality, you, who you are, and make a little box out of it. I know plenty of graphic designers at AAU who love to help you make a box, because I know a few that would help me make a box just because of networking. So anyways, I exported all those to a folder. Here's everything as an individual folder. You can see the dimensions when I hover over it. I have an app called Visor. Here's my Android smartphone. I kind of like touch the menu a little bit there. You can see there 5:08 a.m. This is a this is a nice fine art background. Okay, this is pure art. And the cool thing about what I got going on, this is a Galaxy 6 phone. Galaxy 6, a little side story. This is to kind of show you a little bit about my geek here. The Galaxy 6 phone has a Super AMOLED display. So if you know all those Samsung smart TVs, those have a Super AMOLED display, which means that the pixels that are black are actually off. If you look at this home screen that I have, I've got 2 icons, literally like my texting, Spotify. If you double click on Spotify, it does like Milk Music or something like that. Yeah, it does milk music as a pop-up widget. Um, my texting, I've even converted to all black. So, every pixel that's black again is off. Every pixel that's white is actually illuminated, which is pretty cool because I have some tests where I'm actually showing you guys how to get over 20 hours of battery life on your Galaxy 6 phone or any phone that has a Super AMOLED display. Now, let's get into this. We're going to go into if I can drag from the side. I don't know how I can. I'm actually going to probably walk away from the desk and actually just go to Instagram on the phone and actually show you in real time what's going on here. So we've already done all of our editing. What we're going to do now, I'm on the phone. You can see here I can drag down the menu. I've downloaded one of the images there. What we're going to do is we're going to go to Instagram. We're going to go find Instagram. There she is. Now, this is where I am. Again, I don't know the quality of what you can see on screen here because literally I don't know the resolution of this TV. It's not that great. That's pretty pixelated on the TV. On the phone, I'm looking at it right here in my hand. It looks pretty freaking awesome. I could zoom in if I wanted to. I could adjust any kind of contrast if I really wanted to. I might like some of those effects, and I might say, you know what, enough is enough. But just to test this out, we're going to go ahead and go over. Now again, we're going to be uploading from the bottom to the top, so I'll use the mouse and kind of show you what I'm talking about here. We're going to upload the bottom right image, and then we're going to go in reverse order. We're going to go right to left, all the way up. So we're going to attempt to upload this image right now, and this image is a 1100 pixels, and they said that 1080 was the maximum resolution of Instagram. So let's see what happens. I'm going to post this. I'm going to just type in a classically modern. Let's even try some of the voice texting on this thing. Doing a test upload of a portfolio grid for Instagram using Adobe Illustrator and Photoshop as the creative medium, along with my Galaxy S6 camera, period. Please stay tuned, comma, and pump those hearts. I didn't say nothing about the police station. I said, please stay tuned. Please stay tuned. Please stay tuned. There we go. First time I'm actually doing this casting on a Windows machine, which is pretty cool. So everything looks good. I'm gonna post it to Facebook as well, I think. Or do I want to actually do that right now? Let's use my old email that is never ever being used. Oh, I don't want to show my password, do I? Let me move this window down. Glad I saw that. Glad I caught that. I don't want you guys hacking my Facebook. Now, you have already authorized Instagram. Okay, perfect. So let's try to post. Cross your fingers, guys. I hope this will work. I hope this will work. Oh my God. Oh my God, I'll double tap that. It says it worked, and the resolution looks fucking amazing on the phone. You can see here, if you guys see any boobs, Forgive me for the boobs. I can't help what people post on Instagram. So remember how before I was showing you the grid? Now notice how the grid is off. See that? How everything is supposed to be in a line? Well, it's going to wait for the next 2 images for this grid to be in a line again. But you can see here, if you're scrolling through this on a grid on a grid basis, obviously these used to be just random images. I was like, ah, yeah, whatever, Instagram, blah, blah, blah. But now I'm like, okay. If I do an image grid, everything is going to have purpose and everything's going to be in unison. So then I started playing with this Instagram grid. Now I need to work on building my followers. But again, building followers will come with having the right amount of attention to detail to your work. Now that I know that it works, I'm going to go ahead and actually go to Google Drive. You're going to open up, let's do it. Okay, Google. Open Google Drive. Now, I'm going to, here is the 3x3 folder. So just in the right amount of order, I'm going to actually click on all of these images. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12 images. I already got that one. We're going to do, if it will let me. Where the hell's my download button at, yo? Pin. That will be kept for offline. But I wonder if I'm in the downloading it though. How about this? Let's go to Instagram. Let's go back into Instagram. Let's do a new post. We know that we're going to be getting the next image. It looks like a few of these images are there already. Darn. Gallery, photo, video. Okay. If I do, can I do other sources? Other. Recent, Google Drive. Okay, so that's not working, guys. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back to Google Drive and I'm going to individually download this. So I'm going to click and hold. What is it? I feel so defeated. I'm like, it's so fucking early in the morning. Okay. So I'll just go through. Hopefully that one, the last one worked. So just to test it out, we're going to go back to Instagram, go to our gallery, and then there's that second one there. And you know that that's, what I'll do is I'll move this over so we can actually see a representation of what we need to upload in the right order. All right, so we're going to upload the next one. Again, the details look fucking incredible. That resolution is just ridiculous. Again, that's because it's a 1080p picture. I didn't think it was going to work for the upload, and some of these images might be too high quality. But for right now, we're going to upload it as is. We're not going to name this one. We're just going to upload it. We'll edit it later. Looks like that one worked just fine. You can see there if you go from top to bottom, we'll have these nice images, nice words that we can then post little micro blog stories too. If we go view our person, you can see how that's starting to come into play. Notice the gap is a lot smaller here on the phone, but let's move along and let's go ahead and get the next one here. So in order to get it, we're going to have to, so we can't refresh it that way. So we're going to have to actually go back to Drive it because I actually canceled that one upload. Didn't work. So we're going to click here, hit download, let it go all the way over. Again, if you guys are just watching this, obviously I'm uploading to Instagram from the phone. I went from my phone pictures to the computer to back it up. I did some Photoshop editing. I did a lot of Illustrator manipulation, grids and things like that. And now I'm back onto the phone via Google Drive. I'm uploading everything individually in reverse order from bottom right to left, and then moving up to the next row until the whole process is done. So there's that. Yeah, I believe I already got that one. I'm so tired, guys. You don't even know. But I feel like this will be well worth it because, you know, to make a good video out of this for YouTube, for my AAU hooers, for anybody that's ever followed me on Instagram or social media, I think I think the whole thing looks like a beautiful grid. And I'm very, very thankful that I stuck it out this whole time. And if anybody out there has watched this entire video or has skipped through like a good 20 minutes of this video, I really appreciate your views and your time. And I hope that it has inspired you to do some cool things with Instagram as well. We're just about done downloading all the images from the drive. I know that there's an easier way to do this. Just for some reason, my phone was just recently factory wiped because I wanted to back everything up. And so I have to get used to everything again. The last two images here. Now these are kind of cool images. These are the sustainable bacon fat candle. Lasts a long time. Doesn't smell like anything until you actually blow out the candles. And you can see how big the files are, 2.6 megabytes. So now, if we go into Instagram, we can see a lot more images there. So the next image in line to upload is going to be this one. Again, looks pretty nice on the phone. Me spending a little bit of time editing the photos down has helped out tremendously. I love the line weight of all the divisions there. I think that looks good. Go ahead and just simply upload. That's the third one on the list. We're going to do RAZR. Come on, don't autocorrect me. Razor Naga. Seriously? Naga. Razor Naga. Macro gaming mouse. Stay tuned for the YouTube series of videos where I show you how to program the numbers and hotkeys on your mouse to get the most out of your 3D modeling environments. Period. 3D Studio Max, comma, Rhino, comma, AutoCAD, period. Karma Rhino. Perfect. Another comma. Comma Rhino. Ugh. And I'll edit all this stuff later on. I just wanted to get something to post. Now we're on the bottom third. Looks like that did it very nicely. Again, I'm very, very impressed with the quality of the Galaxy 6 camera. The bit of color correction that we did in Photoshop has really played me well here. Now, if you guys are on, say, your phones, definitely let me know what you guys think of the quality. Let's see here. Let's do So we're going to be getting this more white image. We're going to upload that white image there. That's the next one. This one I really don't have any words for. I'm just going to go ahead and quickly do all the rest of these. Now we're going to go back, and then we're going to, let me go back. There's a gap. There's a black line. That black line is not always there. Maybe it'll be okay. Or do I actually want to fix that right now because I'm a perfectionist and I know that there's going to be white space in between all the images? There's no reason at all for that black line to be there. I'm going to, yeah, and I can basically see where that's been cut. So yeah, I'm going to readjust. So bear with me for a second. Back on the computer here. We're gonna go back into here. We're gonna zoom in 100. You can actually see that black line there. So we're gonna find the image. Wherever it is. Shama Bios. There it is. So we'll unlock the image. And yeah, we'll push that a bit above the cut there. And that should be fine. Should be fine. So if I go to here, and if I go to File, Save As, and if I do Use Artboard or go PNG, sorry, it's going to be Export. I'm going to export this one to 3.4, and I'm going to export it as correction 1, PNG, use artboard. Export, cancel that. Export, range. Range, I just want to do, I don't know what artboard that is. That's artboard 9, looks like. Artboard 9. Correction 1. Now, there we go. Now I will export, and then I will verify that that image looks good, and I should have done a little bit better job of that. So there's that slight bit of fence along the bottom, but that border along the top is no longer there. So therefore, I think it's going to be okay, considering what? Considering what's below it is fence, and it kind of does make sense. I'm a rhymer. I'm a rhymer. Now, that should already be in Google Drive, which means I should be able to come back over to the phone. I should be able to come back over to the phone here. I'll put it back up on the screen for you. There we go. It's nice and active. So we're going to delete this post right away. You want to delete them in order as well. So we're going to now go back to Google Drive since we have to download the new copy of this image. Now, there's no Wi-Fi here. And it's still downloaded. That's good. So 3.4, the file is called correction. Let's go out of that folder, go back into it and see. Should be a duplicate, and I don't see it, which means there's a good chance that that file did not upload yet. Google Drive 3.4. What the hell did I save that? You know what? It's probably in the original, which is an X. It's an X 3, 4, correction 1. Bada bing, bada boom. So we're just going to copy this. We're going to copy that. Copy Roger. Roger copy. Google Drive. I can't believe how much freaking time I'm spending on this. But like I said, I really, really hope it's worth it. At the end of the day, it's my portfolio. I'm happy with it so far. At least I know what I can do with the quality of my images. If I was going to work with somebody on a brand level, I could probably help someone design layouts for their Instagram and get paid for that. Why not? I mean, any of us can do that. We can all do that as a job. Now, let's refresh. There it is. Correction. We're going to download correction. Looks like it's done. I'm going to go back to Instagram. Go to get photo. It's most likely going to be the newest one. Yeah, you can see the line there. No line there. Oh, and you know what? I'm going to go back because this is an image that I might want to do a filter just to see what it looks like. Juno looks pretty nice. Normally I like to do Inkwell, but I really don't need to necessarily change anything at all. That's kind of a nice little blue color. But again, if it doesn't look good with the whole thing, you're kind of risking having to delete it again. So really what I'll do is I'll go back from the edit. We'll keep it as is. We'll keep that as is. I think that's going to be fine. Just upload that one straight. Nope. So maybe I was wrong. And to know if I was wrong, I'm going to upload again this one. Why is there so many versions of that? There's so many versions of that file that now I'm kind of confused. That kind of sucks. Seriously, why the fuck do I have 4 copies of this? I'm going to do some research. Gallery. Go to my downloads here. So I do have 2. It'd be nice if I could rearrange it in order. See, I don't see anything there. I do love that freaking scalar vector graphic is ridiculous. See, I really can't tell. And the other thing is, I don't know if I told it to use artboards or not. I might be that tired. That looks pretty sweet. Wow. How can I? Okay, that you can clearly see that white line. And there's also a black line there, as if there's no black line there. There's no black line there. Let me go back to the computer and see what the hell did I do. What the hell did I do? I go back to Instagram, click back up there. That's artboard 9. I'm going to zoom back in. You know what it is? That image is not all the way to the artboard. I mean, it's not all the way to the bleed is what's going on. So I literally still needed a little bit more image. I did. Definitely did. Now, again, I will delete correction 1 from Google Drive. Yes, I'm sure. Delete the original because I don't need that anymore. I'm going to export 3.4. We're going to call this one fixed. Use artboards and just 9. Fixed. PNG. Looks good. Now, it's going to be, oh, and by the way, guys, let's look here on the computer and actually see what's going on here when we refresh the page. See? Notice, look at how clean that is, guys. So obviously here's like an old image that was just uploaded from the phone, just regular bullshit. But, you know, and that also is just like a little basic whatever. But look at how clean. If you just look at this, you said, hey, welcome to my Instagram page. Look at how clean that is. That is ridiculous. This is the only way that I should be doing Instagram from now on. I mean, there's the nice occasional posting on the go, but when you actually come home, compose in Illustrator, and then upload, you know, from Google Drive or Dropbox or whatever, there's just no comparing that. All these images look, you know, super sharp, very well organized. I can't wait to see the whole thing come to play. So, as I'm distracted, should be already uploaded to Google Drive. I'm going to delete this from my gallery now so that I don't have any trace of it. We're going to put the computer back focused on visor. Okay, like I said, let's get rid of this also. Okay. So, Google Drive. So back in Google Drive. Instead of the file correction, that file should be gone. And I always do this to myself. It's in the wrong folder because it's in the original. It's in the original place, which is on X, micro portfolio, 3.4, and then fixed. So that needs to go. We will do copy. Copy from there. I'm doing this like mouse left-handed. 3.4. Paste. At least, guys, this video is a lot shorter than the 4-hour video that I did to show the whole process. Here we go. Now that's uploaded. We're going to refresh Google Drive. Make sure that the divisor stays on top. Back. Google Drive. 3.4. Fixed is our file. So we're going to download. I think all the other images are probably going to be good. And unless something really annoys me, I'm probably going to just be okay with that. So we're going to go Instagram. Now that we know that that one file was pretty crappy, we're going to go and delete the post. We're going to upload again. This one should be the proper one. And I think it is. Should be the proper one. It looks like it has a nice clean line up above. I'm going to say that that's good. So now if we look at our grid here, we got 1, 2, 3, 4 images. Now the next image we'll reference back with Illustrator. And we will view everything at, say, 16. All right, so the next image we're going to do is going to be our P. Bailey coach. That'll be the next one to be uploaded. P. Bailey coach. That looks super sharp on the screen. The next one to be uploaded is going to be the half and half Galaxy with half and half Drive. This guy. As always, that one looks pretty freaking awesome. And I'm not showing you guys the visor screen, so forgive me for that. Kind of have a lot going on here. So here's this. We'll, like I said, we'll edit all of our posts later. The very bottom of this drive has a black line. Am I annoyed by that? I might be. Let's look at it. Let's look at it so far. You can see how that's coming together. It's nice. Nice and pretty well put together on that grid there. I don't think it's that annoying, but the only way to really know is to pull it up on the computer. So let's go ahead and go back to the browser. Refresh. So like literally that looks so fucking cool. So fucking cool. I mean, seriously, like after seeing this, there's no reason at all why I would ever want to just upload straight from my phone ever again. I mean, you know, obviously these images look cool, but they're nothing compared to, and that looks cool too, which I'm going to be working on inverting some of those sketches into black backgrounds with white sketch. And I don't want to delete all my other Instagram stuff because, like I said, it's history of who you are as a designer. You want to see your followers follow you from way back, move up your feed, and then they're like, oh wow, yeah, cool. It's got some of that, got some of that. Oh yeah, okay. It's like, wow, this fool like really did some shit. So with this particular image, this left side here has a little bit of a dark line on the bottom. Does it bother me? Does it bother me enough to want to change it? This one looks phenomenal. That one looks really good. Seeing how I'm being a perfectionist with that. This is why we're artists. This is why we do what we do. So let's go ahead and zoom in 100% over on this one here. Ah, yeah. So basically this bleed line is literally going to be the outer edge. And I believe that's just to compensate for if anything gets cut. So let's go ahead and find this image. I am going to redo that. It's that one right there. So literally, This just needs to come down all the way over that bleed. Now if I look at the top part, looks like it overlaps it nicely. Am I going to have any more issues with bleed on this? I think everything else, like there might be a slight issue with that. Slight issue. I might re-render that if it gives me any issues. That's like right on the hairline. Those are all right on the hairline, so that might not matter. All right, so we're going to redo this one. This is going to be fix 2. And this is artboard number 7. Okay. So same process. We're going to do file, export. This time I'm going to export it directly to Google Drive under that 3.4. And we're going to call this one fixed 2 used artboard. And it's not 9, it's going to be 7. And we'll know that because we can verify the preview of the thumbnail right there. That's going to go right to Google Drive. We're going to put visor back up on the screen. Now you guys can see literally how much work this takes to do. So we're going to go to that post. We're going to delete that post. Now could you imagine if you had uploaded everything in order, had not done this process, and then you got these different gaps in your images? Like that would look horrible. It will look horrible. And I want to redo my logo to make it look a little bit more clean, but I think it's actually pretty good. So now what we're going to do, we're going to go back to Google Drive, and we're going to go refresh. We're going to find fixed 2 7 PNG. Should be here. Maybe it's not finished loading yet. There could have been an error uploading. Fix 2. Nope, says that it uploaded. I'm not sure why that's not showing up though. If I try to download it, what does it do? It says temporary, which to me means that it probably didn't finish loading. I'm going to throw it on Wi-Fi. Throw it on Wi-Fi, as it, may not have finished downloading the file to Google Drive. It's literally about 6 o'clock in the morning. Like, what the fuck? Go ahead and clear out all these notifications. Making files available for offline. Something about that I don't like. Not sure why it's not working. I might try to resave and re-upload. Never-ending process, guys. Never-ending process. fixed 7. Forward 7. Looks good. Uploading, uploading, uploading. Could be a combination of the computer and Google Drive, not really wanting to do what I wanted to do. And anyways, you really only need to see one example of how this all works. Like I said, I'll probably end up time-lapsing everything. Fixed 7. Says complete. What I'm going to do is close all. I'm going to go into the App Store. Let's see if Google Drive needs an update, because that's ridiculous. And it does need an update. So it could just be that Google Drive just does not know how to recognize the file for whatever reason. It says it's there though. So while this is doing that, I hope you guys enjoy your morning, and thanks for watching and subscribing. I'm going to go ahead and keep finishing this. Like I said, I'll leave all these videos up online if you guys are ever curious of, you know, what I do, how I do it, and with what tools. Got nothing to hide here. Now that picture shows up pretty good. Fixed 7 PNG 7. Now I can get a better idea of how the image looks on Google. That's pretty good. So I think that's good. I hit the menu here, then I can do download from there. Fixed 7. And it downloaded just like that. So now if I go to my gallery, downloads, I can see that this is the one that we want to do. And from here, let's hit share. Let's hit Instagram. And then let's upload. Now we'll go back to the computer, back to the browser, refresh, and you can see there, now the image looks that, I mean, wow, the separation of those images looks amazing. I'm really impressed by that. And I say that a lot tonight, but honestly, I'm really impressed by that. So what we're going to do now is tell this, we're going to figure out which image goes next. All right, so we've uploaded the thumb drive and the Galaxy image, so we're going to do half wood and half black. Now is the image that we're going to do. That's going to be this guy here. Of course, one thing I could have done is See, I can't tell if that's going to give me a black line on the top and bottom or not. It looks like it probably will. But so I don't judge, let me just see if I'm correct. If it is, then I'll already know. Yeah, see, I kind of called that one. I'm going to basically need do the slightest pinch, and I could get that black away from there. And let's look at how it looks online. Yeah, I mean, that's pretty noticeable. Pretty noticeable there. So I'm going to delete this. I'm going to not, I'm probably not gonna, I mean, it's hard because if I just upload, if I just pinch, these lines are not going to be the same. So I actually have to do it the right way, unfortunately. So what I'm going to do, guys, is I'm going to go ahead and get this shit done so I can actually have a final product to show you guys. And then I'm going to do a screenshot of it, upload it to Facebook. That way you guys can see the final product. I'm going to then take my ass to sleep because it's super early. Thank you guys for watching. Again, follow me on Instagram at Modern Masterpiece. Phil Bailey, and I am signing out finally for the night. Oh look, there's my face. My tired eyes. Yay.